Hello and welcome to NewsX World. I'm Megha Sharma and you're watching Hollywood Calling. From celebrity scoops to film and music buzz, here's a quick look at what's making headlines in the entertainment space today. Julia Roberts emotional after The Hunt receives 6-minute standing ovation at Venice Film Festival. The film sparks debate on Me Too and cancel culture. Roberts defends the movie, calls for conversation, not controversy. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson shocks fans with slimmer physique at Venice Film Festival. His new movie, The Smashing Machine, received 15-minute standing ovation. Johnson plays MMA star Mark Kerr and credits co-stars and director for support. Channing Tatum opens up about the painful divorce from Jenna Devan, calling it a challenging time. He shares the struggles with co-parenting 12-year-old daughter Everly. The divorce settled in 2024 after contentious legal battle between the two. Chloe Grace Moretz and Kate Harrison have married in a private Labor Day weekend ceremony. The longtime couple wore custom Louis Vuitton gowns and Moretz later changed into a white suit and a cowboy hat. They announced their engagement earlier this year. The big story of the day that has devastated fashion designers, Hollywood elite and celebrities all across the globe. The Italian foreign fashion legend Giorgio Armani has died at the age of 91. Armani Group said that he passed away peacefully, surrounded by loved ones. For decades, he shaped a distinctly Italian style and revolutionized Hollywood's red carpets. His brand, worth up to $11 billion, remained one of the few independent giants in the luxury fashion space. Armani founded his label in 1975 after starting as a window dresser in Milan. He dressed icons from Richard Gere to Sophia Loren and created designs that symbolized elegance. Even in his later years, he remained at the helm of his company, insisting hard work was essential to success. Tributes are pouring in for a designer who defined an era and left a legacy that will endure. Liz Hartman, who's a fashion entrepreneur, joining me on the telecast. Liz, a devastating, gut-wrenching moment for celebrities, for fashion designers all across the globe. The death of the 91-year-old fashion legend has obviously brought a big setback to the fashion industry. What are your views with regards to the legacy that has been left behind by Giorgio Armani?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously incredibly sad, and it makes you wonder what's the future of the house, you know, without its iconic founder. What direction can it go? And I mean, we've seen this happen with McQueen and Westwood and so many other houses where somebody amazing did replace them and good things were done, but it wasn't quite the same. You know what I mean? So I would be curious to see what creative direction happens in the future. And, you know, may he rest in peace. He will be very much missed.
If you could, you know, shed light into some of the most iconic moments in the life of the Italian fashion legend, or the way he revolutionized how fashion was interpreted in the industry.
Well, are we live right now? Can I ask that question, or is this like pre-recorded?
Yes, this is live. In fact, some of the things that I was reading, you know, researching about Giorgio Armani, and of course, having lived through all these years and quite the fanfare and accolades that he has gained, you know, every celebrity, whether it's Bollywood or Hollywood or film industry, and icons from the film industries all across the globe have vouched, you know, for his designs, for his fashion aesthetic, particularly the unstructured blazer, the unstructured jackets that made all the rage back in the 1980s when he had just started his brand, which was, when we talk about Giorgio Armani, the Armani brand, and also talking about Armani Privé, the haute couture brand that he later launched.
Yeah, I mean, something I always really liked about Armani that I didn't find in a lot of other luxury brands was he always kept it very chic and very classy. Like, he kind of never went down that like gouache or kitschy road. Even when it was trendy to be a little kitschy, he never did that. I think he really stayed true to the core of his vision, and I think every young designer now should be looking up to that and to look towards that as an example.
Thank you, Liz, for sharing your views on this story. Moving on, let's take a look at the other big news that is making the rounds in the entertainment industry. And Vogue has named Chloe Mal as its new head of editorial content, taking over day-to-day operations. Anna Wintour stepped back after 4 decades but remains global editorial director and will continue to oversee major events like the Met Gala. Let's take a deeper look into this change of guard that has taken place at Vogue.
Chloe Mal is stepping into fashion's biggest editorial shoes. She's been named the new head of editorial content at Vogue US. The announcement follows Anna Wintour's decision to step down. After 37 years as editor-in-chief, Wintour is shifting roles. Chloe won't carry the traditional title of editor-in-chief. Instead, she'll lead the brand's creative direction while reporting to Wintour. In her new role, Wintour becomes Condé Nast's Chief Content Officer. She'll oversee a powerhouse of titles from Vanity Fair to GQ. Chloe Mal joined Vogue in 2011 as social editor. She steadily climbed the ranks, most recently heading Vogue.com. Mal says she's honoured to take on the challenge. She called it thrilling to evolve with fashion and media. She's already planning major changes to the print schedule. Mal wants issues built around cultural themes and not monthly calendars. Online, Chloe is aiming for a tighter, more engaged audience. She says a smaller, healthier readership is the future. Mal is no stranger to the spotlight. Her parents are famed director Louis Mal and actress Candice Bergen. Her appointment is effective immediately. All eyes are now on Chloe Mal to shape the next era of Vogue. Bureau Report, NewsX World.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has shocked fans with a dramatic transformation at the Venice Film Festival, debuting a much leaner physique for his role as an MMA fighter, Mark Kerr, in The Smashing Machine. Dressed in a sleek grey suit, Johnson hit the red carpet alongside co-star Emily Blunt. Social media lit up with fans reacting to his weight loss, some calling him the Pebble. The film, directed by Benny Safdie, explores addiction and ambition and marks a bold new chapter for the Hollywood heavyweight. Shrubana Rakshit is on the telecast with me. Shrubana, let's hear it from you. Interesting times and quite the transformation that Johnson has had with those visuals on our screens that he was at the red carpet ahead of the premiere. It was the Venice Festival, and fans are, gaga over his new look.
Yes, like my Instagram is flooding with memes, appreciation and reels of his transformation, calling The Rock has turned into a pebble now. And it's actually very refreshing to see something that has finally broken the stereotypical portrayal of men. Like, since for such a long time, we have seen Hollywood portraying, especially actors who come from a WWE background, as a wrestling background, to be that macho man with puffed up body, who have become an idol for a lot of men out there who think this is what manliness is all about, who have been idolizing The Rock for such a long time. But now this transformation, also his character and him being finally vulnerable on screen, I think it has set an example which is so refreshing to watch for us as well. And I
Right.
think for a lot of
Shobana,
young
also,
men,
he's not a young man any longer. He's 53 years of age, and the transformation that he has undergone is quite uh, uh, palpable in terms of how he looks, and it must not have been easy for him to transform into a leaner self when he has always portrayed these macho men, a macho man image in I think all of his films, and to reduce his weight and his size and fit into the mold that the director was aspiring to achieve. And how difficult do you think it must have been, and how committed the man must have been to the role to bring about this massive transformation?
absolutely, I think it takes so much to transform your body. So one thing I feel is determination. So I was recently going through a lot of interviews of him, and he said that he has been in Hollywood and he has been in movies for such a long time, but he never felt satisfied. And I think this portrayal, breaking the conventional notion which he has been portraying for so long, I think that determination is one thing that just boosts you. And transforming yourself for a role is something, it's not new. We have seen Natalie Portman do it for Black Swan. I mean, uh, we have seen actors do that. And
Right.
for someone his age who has always been in this shape, who has a certain diet to follow, who has been accustomed to be in a certain body, and to change that for a role requires determination, passion for the art, and just that zeal, that I want to do it. I think it's great.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
loved watching him.
Absolutely, and I think fans are eagerly awaiting for the movie to be released and or watch their favorite star in this new avatar. Thank you very much for joining me and giving us an insight into this story. Moving on, let's take a look at the other big story of the week, where Jennifer Aniston is finally revealing why she never attended the Met Gala despite her A-list status. In a recent interview, the Friends star said that the event overwhelms her, calling it a mental game. She admitted she's been invited but prefers her jeans and flip-flops lifestyle over red carpet pressure. Aniston also opened up about her uneasy relationship with judgmental fashion events, saying she tries to tune out negativity. For now, the Met Gala remains a no-go for her. Shobana stays with me. Shobana, again, the high standards that a number of these fashion and lifestyle galas set for our celebrities, for our fashion icons, for our Hollywood icons who attend the Met Gala every year with eccentric fashion sense. It's a fashion bonanza for those who enjoy fashion. But here we see Jennifer Aniston taking a different take, saying that she stays away from Met Gala because of the mental pressure she may be subjected to, scrutinization over the way she dresses. What do you have to say about it?
Okay, on a personal note, I love the Met Gala. I wait for it. My internal Miranda Priestley just awakens as soon as the Met Gala is announced. But on the contrary, I do understand where Jennifer Aniston is coming from. Because if we have seen, and with the emergence of social media, with everyone with an Instagram and Twitter account being a critic of fashion, it becomes a lot more difficult. It becomes a lot more overwhelming for a celebrity to actually come up with something new, because there's trolling attached to it. There is so much scrutiny attached to it. It's not just about fashion anymore. It's about body image, how your body is looking on the red carpet. And I would like to add that as a woman, the pressure is double, because there is an age factor that you are dealing with. If you dress in a too sexy or risk way, then you can be shamed for your age, telling that the dress isn't age appropriate. If you take a safer route, people say that you are out of the market and you don't deserve to be on the red carpet anymore. So as a woman, I understand it way better where she's coming from and what she's trying to say when she's saying that it's a mental game. Absolutely it is, because you are scrutinized for your body, for your shape, for your color, for your age. So kind of makes sense.
Right. Thank you, Shobana, for giving us your views on this strong stance that has been taken by Jennifer Aniston. Let's move on to the other big entertainment story. The Fifth Harmony fans got a major surprise in Dallas. Ally Normani, Lauren and Dina Jain have reunited on the stage after 7 long years. While Camila Cabello wasn't there, she showed love online, proving the bond between the former bandmates still runs deep. Here's a look. Let's take a look at this report.
Fifth Harmony fans, get ready. The girl group is officially back, or at least a big part of them is. Ali, Normani, Lauren and Dinah Jane surprised fans by reuniting on stage for the first time in 7 years. They joined the Jonas Brothers concert in Dallas to perform their hit song Worth It, and they looked absolutely amazing. While one famous face was missing from the reunion, she definitely wasn't absent from the celebration. Camila Cabello was a co-founding member before leaving the group in 2016. She commented on the post with a string of 4 heart eye emojis, showing her support for her former bandmates. Fifth Harmony officially went their separate ways 2 years after Cabello's exit. While she wasn't part of this surprise performance, it's clear there's still a lot of love there. Bureau Report, NewsX World.
Hollywood actor Julia Roberts was moved to tears as her latest film, After the Hunt, received a 6-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival. Directed by Luca Guadagnino, the emotional moment saw Julia blowing kisses to the crowd and hugging her co-stars, including Andrew Garfield and Ayo Edebiri. The cast earlier signed autographs and took selfies with the fans on the red carpet, capping a memorable premiere. Hollywood star Channing Tatum is opening up about the heartbreak of his divorce from Jenna Dewan. In a new Variety cover story, the 45-year-old actor reflected on co-parenting their 12-year-old daughter, Everly. Let's have a look at that story.
Actor Channing Tatum calls his divorce from Jenna Dewan painful and tough at a young age. They tried to keep their marriage together for over a year after splitting. Channing wishes he could have his daughter Everly with him full-time. Co-parenting remains a difficult but necessary challenge for both. Jenna Dewan opened up after finding resilience and trusting herself after their split. She says learning to sit with discomfort helped her grow. The couple finalised their divorce in September of 2024 after a 6-year legal battle. They mutually waived spousal support and agreed on private custody resolutions. Jenna accuses Channing of hiding profits from the Magic Mike franchise. Channing denies these claims, saying Jenna had full access to his financial records. Both parties requested witnesses linked to the Magic Mike movies for court hearings. Channing even named Jenna's fiancé, Steve Kazee, as a potential witness. Their agreement helped avoid a trial that was scheduled for December 2024, and now they focus on co-parenting and moving forward separately. Bureau Report, NewsX World.
Actor Chloe Grace Moretz and model Kate Harrison have tied the knot. The couple, who began dating in 2018, married in a private ceremony over Labor Day weekend. The location was kept secret, and both wore Louis Vuitton gowns by designer Nicolas Guesquière. Moretz chose a baby blue design with matching gloves and veil, while Harrison wore a white embroidered gown with a birdcage veil. Moretz, a longtime Louis Vuitton ambassador, shared her gratitude to the brand on Instagram as well. The pair announced their engagement on New Year's Day with matching Victorian-style rings. After the ceremony, Moretz changed into a custom white jacket and trousers with a cowboy hat inspired by a Louis Vuitton runway look. Now, in a stunning blend of hip-hop and royalty, French Montana is officially engaged to Dubai princess Sheikha Mara. The rapper proposed during Paris Fashion Week just after his runway debut for the Paradis Spring Summer 2026 show. The couple, whose relationship became public this summer, have turned heads since their first link in 2024. After Sheikha Mara's high-profile divorce last year, they are now embarking on a new chapter together, making headlines worldwide. Actor Pierce Brosnan is reflecting on his iconic role as James Bond. The 72-year-old revealed that his mentor, Christopher Fetz, once urged him to turn down the role, believing cinema was a bit below his talents. But Brosnan says that the character gave him longevity and a global career. He played 007 from 1995 to 2002, starring in films like Die Another Day. Brosnan also praised Daniel Craig for returning to the stage after his Bond exit, admitting he never had the drive to do so. Looking ahead, Brosnan believes that the next James Bond should be a British actor, as speculation grows over who will take on the legendary role. Ethan Hawke is opening up about his divorce from Uma Thurman. In a new profile with the GQ UK, the 54-year-old described the media coverage of their split as almost humiliating, even when positive. Hawke and Thurman met while filming Gattaca in 1997. They married a year later and divorced in 2005. They shared 2 children, actress Maya Hawke and son Levon. Uma Thurman, who has kept her private life quiet since then, once said that she would never speak ill of Hawke for the sake of their children. British celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay has revealed he underwent surgery to remove skin cancer from his jawline. The Michelin-starred chef shared photos of his bandaged face, joking it wasn't a facelift, while urging fans to wear sunscreen. Doctors confirmed Ramsay had basal cell carcinoma, the most common form of skin cancer caused by sun exposure. He thanked his medical team and reminded the followers that daily protection with SPF is vital, even on cloudy days. Ramsay joins other stars like Hugh Jackman in raising awareness, highlighting how simple sun safety can save lives. Moving on, Kate Cassidy has shared a heartfelt tribute to her late partner Liam Payne on what would have been his 32nd birthday. Posting on Instagram, Cassidy said it broke her heart not to give him a card, hear his laugh, or say the words she wished she had said 1,000 more times. She reflected on their 2 years together, calling him a source of joy, happiness and hope. Payne, the former One Direction star, died last October at the age of 31 after falling from a hotel in Argentina. Cassidy's post, that was filled with personal photos, captured both her grief and enduring love, marking 29th of August as a date etched in her heart forever. Cardi B has been cleared for a Los Angeles jury in a $24 million assault lawsuit filed by a former security guard. The guard, Imani Ellis, alleged that the rapper cut her face with a fingernail and spat on her during a 2018 encounter at her doctor's office, claiming it left her scarred and jobless. Cardi B, who was pregnant at the time, testified that Ellis followed and filmed her, refusing to give her privacy. Supporting testimony from her doctor and staff confirmed that no fight had taken place. The jury sided with Cardi B, dismissing the case. Speaking outside the court, she thanked the supporters and insisted that she did not touch the woman. Elon Musk's estranged daughter, Vivian Wilson, opened up in a recent interview about life away from her father's immense wealth. At 21, she shares an apartment with 3 roommates, choosing a simple lifestyle with no desire to be super rich. After legally cutting ties with Musk in 2022 following her transition, Vivian is focusing on modeling and plans to return to college to study languages. She says she feels fortunate, valuing independence over fame or fortune. Well, with that, it's a wrap on Hollywood Calling for today. Your daily dose of stars, styles and stories returns soon. Next week, same time, same place on NewsX World.